Hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives for episode 9.
Whoa! Oh my god!
And you can see two of our faces now. Simon's with me.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And then I've got 3 other people who just use pictures. No, we're not introducing them. My name's Owen. I'm the Dungeon Master for our campaign, The Tyranny of Dragons. However, this campaign is all about our players, who will be introducing themselves and their characters right now.
Hey guys, as Owen just mentioned, my name's Simon. I'm playing the character of Wiltix, the lovely little gnome man. He's small, hairy, violent, all the things you want from a little gnome. That's pretty much about it. I'll pass it on to Claire next.
Hello, my name is Claire, better known as Static Claire, who's not showing her face on camera just yet. But I will, maybe. I'm playing Mira, it's a Dragonborn Sorcerer, half silver dragon, half red dragon. And she's the master of business cards. Yep.
She does love her business cards.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Azure Lionheart. I also don't have a moving image, but my still image will do just fine for today. I'm playing,
for today.
I'm playing Azure, who's a protector Aasimar monk. He's getting more angelic and experiencing some heavenly things as the sessions go on. So who knows what lies in store? On to you, Emeric.
Oh, Jared's gone quiet on us.
I'll pretend to be Jared.
Oh no.
Oh, he's here. No, Jared's back. Hello, Jared. We can hear you now.
Oh, okay, I'm here. I think my internet's going really crap. So I'm Jared. I'm playing the character. I'm going to go reset my modem.
Play the character, go reset your modem. I love it.
So, Owen, is this where we come out and tell everyone it's just you and I playing, and I'm doing 3 different voices for the other characters, and you're doing all the NPCs? Is that pretty much how we should be revealing that tonight, right?
It sounds like that's what's going to be happening.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't actually exist.
That's the secret to our podcast. There's only one person that's actually here, and it's Simon.
It's my split personalities. I've just recorded them earlier, and we're playing little sound bites. This was all scripted.
It's all scripted. Dungeons and Dragons, right there.
So, as you can see, if you've watched our videos previously, things have changed since you were last with us. We have a new overlay, which I made today, in the hopes that we would become a more professional stream with it. But never mind, it's still us. So, nah. still going to be keeping it very, very, very chilled out here.
Very casual.
Thank you for those of you who've been joining us on Twitter and Facebook page. I see that we've been picking up some more people following us. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the people who've been watching the Twitch playback as well. Awesome, thank you. If you can't join us live, feel free to watch it on Twitch. I'm going to keep them all recorded, and I'll be putting them across on YouTube as well. And then we've got the podcast. Thank you for those who joined us for the Subnautica stream last week and the week before. Jared unfortunately couldn't join me last week, probably modem issues like tonight. It was a really fun stream. I screamed a fair bit and had to change my pants twice. So that's a pretty good stream for Subnautica. If anyone's played that game, it's terrifying. So thank you for joining us. We're going to jump straight back into the adventure. Now, our adventure began in the bustling merchant city of Oxenford at the lodge of the League of Adventurers. Members of the Tempest Adventuring Guild, the ones you know and love, Mira, Emeric, Azure, and Wiltix, travelled to the town of Greennest and successfully defended it from an attacking force, who were identified as the Order of the Dragon. After tracking the Order back to a hidden camp, the party successfully infiltrated the base and rescued Leosin, the brother of Azure, who believed that the Order of the Dragon were planning some event with potentially apocalyptic consequences. Regrouping in the woods nearby to the hidden camp, the party shared some tales from their past around the dancing light of a dying fire. In the morning, the party headed back to the now seemingly deserted campsite from the day before. Entering into the cave system at the back of the camp, which had been previously referred to as the hatchery, the party discovered that members of the Order of the Dragon were still guarding it, and a fight very quickly broke out. After dispatching a number of cult guards in a tight corridor, the party fought Frulam Mondath, a woman who was identified by Leosin as one of the leaders of the Order. While the party took a short rest to recover, Mira overheard the familiar voice of Langdedrosa, a blue Dragonborn she had known as a child, who now worked for the Order, who was discussing her value to the leaders of the cult. A surprise ambush was planned by the party. However, as Wiltix prepared for the coming conflict by transforming into his wolf hybrid form, Emeric panicked and pushed him down a shaft, alerting Langdedrosa and his 2 dwarf guards. After a few tense moments of combat, the party was successfully able to negotiate a parley, during which Mira successfully convinced him that working with them, instead of the Order, was in his best interest. After quickly dispatching the 2 dwarf guards, but not before 2 of our heroes fell to grievous wounds, Azure and Wiltix. Not permanently, just to death saves. And we had our first injury roll, which I was very excited about. The party headed deeper into the catacombs, coming across a large outcropping and stairs leading down to an area seemingly guarded by kobolds. Emeric and Mira made short work of the kobolds, and the party now stand upon the ledge, looking down into the darkness. And we're going to jump straight back onto the map. Alrighty, so this is where you guys were last session. The bodies of the 4 kobolds who attempted to ambush you smote upon the sides of the cliff face. No respect for them from Emeric in combat.
He killed all of them once, almost.
He did.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of people. Yeah, and the last thing that Emeric saw as he walked down here was this area opened up. And I will check. Jared, are you back with us? He's not for the moment. I will take control of Emeric for the moment. Then, as soon as he's back, I'll re-give him control. Because what Emeric sees as he descends down these steps are some dragon eggs, which you can now see on the map here.
Fantastic. I was going to say I might move up a little bit now that I'm feeling a bit squishy, but see what I can see as well.
Alrighty, yeah, so you can move up. I'll just reveal all of those there for you.
I'm feeling very squishy.
Well, it's interesting you mention that, because as Emeric starts to look around, I don't see much here, boys. Emerging from behind 2 columns, 2 large dog-like dragons step forward, a low growl emanating from their jagged, barbed teeth. They don't move to attack, but they clearly do not like your presence here. Just this low as you approach.
Is this the part where I come up with Death Dog, but maybe a female version of them to try and do a distraction?
Go for it.
Hey guys,
Catherine
it's
Eyes to
Jared
do the
here
big
playing
winking.
Emeric.
Oh, there's Jared.
I'm sorry, I missed my intro.
That's okay, we did it for you. Do you want to do it quickly now?
I just did it.
Okay.
That was a soundbite. That was a soundbite.
I didn't know what was going on when I came in. All I thought to myself was, I'm going to say it now. Whoever's talking, I'm sorry. That's why it was just a clusterfuck of heaps of sounds. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'll pass it over to you guys. What's actually happening?
So as you have walked down these steps where the kobolds had previously ambushed you, looking into the cavern below, you see a number of dragon eggs in small, shallow nests, and then a low growl emanates from behind 2 of the stalactites as large, dog-like drakes stalk forwards, growling menacingly. This as you step forward. They don't move to attack. Yeah, they just sort of stand there, hackles raised, looking at you with the unblinking eyes and growling softly, but making no further moves forward.
Okay, so that's what's currently happening.
Yeah.
Who's
So
actually there?
I've moved up to the ledge now just because I thought I might see what's going on. But I was wondering if I should minor illusion a creature that looks like them, but maybe an attractive female version or something like that. With a big cartoon eyes. See if I can distract them somewhere.
Okay, you can
further
do
away.
that if you want to try it.
Do you know what? Might as well give it a go. Do they look? They're not hostile at the moment, are they, Owen?
They're looking to be not particularly pleased with your presence there, shall we say, but they're not moving to attack any closer. I'll leave it at that. How about that?
Okay. Well, I'll give it a go. It doesn't hurt. I'll minor illusion and a cartoony version of them. They're, like the stereotypical versions of the cartoon attractive female, big eyes, all that kind of stuff. So see if I can distract them away from the eggs.
I've plopped Death Dog down for you. Is Death Dog appropriate there?
Death Dog will be appropriate as a
How come
place
you guys
marker.
can't see Death Dog? You guys can't see Death Dog there, can
No,
you?
I
can.
can't see. Oh,
There
there
he
he
is.
is. Hey.
That's funny. The camera
That's a
can't see Death
beautiful
Dog.
boy.
He only just
Oh.
appeared.
I think my camera might be having some. So Chrome is having no problems with the internet, but Firefox was. But we're okay. We're back. The camera's working. Yeah. So Death Dog, is that where you'd like him, or her? I should say. Sexy
Her,
femme dog.
exactly right. Emeric, if you were to run downstairs there, would you be normally heading off to the left or the right? What would your... Because there's 3 eggs there. The closest one's to your left. I'm assuming that's what you'd be looking
Look,
for.
I'd probably be looking at this one.
Yeah, okay. So Death Dog might actually put him on the other
You've got
side of the
control,
pillar.
You can move Death
Oh,
Dog wherever
yep.
you want.
Beautiful. So I might try and put him somewhere in line of sight there for the 2 of them. So in the middle.
And you're aiming for it to be alluring?
Trying to lure them towards it to get them away from you or us or whatnot.
Do you want to make me a performance check with advantage?
Yes, I do. So, 17. That's not too bad.
17's not too bad at all. So
What?
as you,
Not at all.
what was that? Sorry, Mira.
It's a -1. It's very good.
Yeah. Do you want to describe how you make this dog move seductively? Because I'm curious.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not too bad for -1. Do I know what sound? We've seen these creatures once before, haven't we?
You have, yeah.
Do I know what noises they make?
They tend to be very similar to dog noises. It's just got a much harsher, more trumpet-like quality, shall we say. I'm trying to think of a good example. So, in Star Wars,
Yep.
you know the Tauntauns?
Yep.
They make that sort of trumpeting, braying noise. That's
Mhm.
the noise you've heard them make previously, this sort of alerting, alarming noise before they attacked. You've heard the growl, which is very similar to a dog's growl. Yeah, I'd say that's... Yeah, those are probably the 2 noises you've heard. And then like a heavy panting as well when they're just walking around, and like dogs do. Very similar to dogs.
Okay. So are they? They're looking at the?
Yeah, as soon as you
Alright.
put down this image, both of these drakes, these guard drakes, immediately turn to look at the lovely Death Dog, sniffing the air a little bit.
If I move it 5 feet to the left.
Yeah, they both follow with their heads, but don't make any more movement than that.
Gonna move again. Still following.
This one, yeah, so this one here moves up, takes one more look at Emeric, and then walks this way towards Death Dog. Still quite cautious, just sniffing the air, still not 100% sure of what it's going to do, but it doesn't look like they're particularly engaged with you right now in terms of attacking, shall we say.
Okay. Emeric, my idea is I'm going to keep heading towards that egg. I don't know if you want to try and investigate the other one as I'm trying to distract them. Just maybe be very silent, or someone that's very silent, maybe have a look.
That's not me at all.
Yeah, it's just that you're the one on the...
I'm the one with a good amount of health.
Yeah.
Sneak past if you need someone slinky. Do you want me to go and get the egg?
Oh, if you think you can.
I reckon I could. But I will sneak over there.
Alrighty, make me a stealth check.
Sneak.
With advantage, Mira.
Oh.
That was lucky.
Oh dear.
That's okay, because of something you don't know.
Oh, okay. 15.
15. You step down. Both of the guard drakes glance over towards you, and then immediately turn back towards Death Dog. One of them moves forward and starts sniffing at Death Dog, and then paws at the face. And quickly,
As soon as I see him go towards the movement,
Yep.
I'd be trying to jump him back 5 foot each time.
yeah, absolutely.
Playfully.
Yeah, so they seem to be sort of cornering Death Dog, but not in a particularly not in an aggressive way, more of a curious. Mira, as you head on over to the Dragon Egg, would you like to make me an investigation check?
Anything beyond here as well, or is it just...
Oh, yes, sorry, of course you can. Apologies. What a bad DM I am.
Bad roll, though.
Oh, okay. It's nothing.
That's only an 8, though.
That's okay. Let me describe.
No, I don't.
Let me describe what you see. As you step down into this area, Mira, you immediately find that the area is quite warm and humid. And after you have a bit of a look closely at the floor, you can see that there are a number of stains that appear to be blood stains. As you move closer towards this egg, you see hanging from the ceiling a very strange stalagmite, but you sort of looks to be larger than the others, almost like has a very sort of wet, humid, drippy water quality to it compared to the other ones. Don't see too much more than that. As you move a little bit further forward, you can see there's a few piles of meat that's partially rotted that appears to have been fed on by these guard drakes. And you can see that the egg that you're approaching is about 3 feet tall and looks pretty big. Looks to be a pretty decent size. Looks to be pretty heavy. As you have a bit of a look, you're not 100% sure what type of dragon specifically this will come out to be. Blue or black is what you narrow it down to in your mind, but the color is such a deep blue that it's very hard to determine specifically whether it's a blue or a black dragon that's going to be hatched from this.
See any anything with my experience of dragons or knowledge of dragons that's unusual? Like if there's like a arcane runes or like being incubated in a way that I'm not familiar with, or something that just doesn't seem like, does it seem normal? Like, is this a normal nest? Is this what normally happens?
Yeah, I'll get you to make me a nature or a history check with advantage given your background, and there'll be some cool stuff you'll get from this, I think.
Nature. I'm equally bad at both of those things.
Nature and history, so yeah, it's up to you, but you do have advantage. 15's not too bad for history. 18's even better.
Hey, nice work.
This is a very standard nest for a dragon or dragons that are hiding away or are not able to afford proper lodgings in the city. So you would know that the Dragonborn and Dragon cities far towards the east, where you're from originally, dragons generally have nests in these very large opulent palaces. If they're wealthy, or very large sort of stable if they're quite poor. And they're often tended to by Dragonborn, sometimes kobolds as well. You would have interacted with kobolds in the city. This looks to be an attempt to replicate a nesting ground. The most important thing for hatching dragon eggs is they need to be warm and humid. If they get too cold, the egg will cease to incubate, and it will pause at that point until it goes back into those conditions. You know the eggshells, while they look to be very, very tough, are very delicate, and if they are cracked and it is too early, the dragon inside will die. So these eggs are being placed very, very carefully. The nesting sites are, despite being pretty rough and not particularly well made, there has been some care put into making sure that they won't shift or move, and making sure that the eggs are well protected and safe-ish.
Safe.
Was there anything else you wanted to know with that history check?
Would I just know from more general history, like recent history, like any missing eggs, or if there's been egg-ductions recently?
As you have a bit of a look around, you can see 1 or 2 nests that are empty, specifically located up towards the north of the chamber, the northeast, and then the central part of the chamber here. There's two nests that are currently empty.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
They look to have been abandoned or have been... they haven't been used for an egg for quite some time. They've sort of been broken apart and scattered a bit, so you think that they were used quite a while ago.
Okay, that's better.
or they were never finished, given your history check of 18.
They were never finished.
Possibly, yeah. It's hard to tell whether they were made and then abandoned, or just not finished properly.
Can I tell how long these ones have been here for, or how young they are?
With your history check, I would say that looking at them, it's very hard to say because different dragons have different incubation periods, and it all depends on whether or not they've been kept humid the whole time. Looking at these ones, maybe a week or more left if they're kept in humid environments.
And
maybe
the source of the humidity. Do I think that it's coming from that stalactite, like the dripping water is warm, or
that could be a symptom of the humidity.
Oh, this is true.
Now, while all that is going on, Azure, what are you doing?
Because I've really not got much life at the moment, I'm just kind of looking down over the chamber. To be honest, I was just keeping watch on these guys and what they did.
Yeah. Do you want to make me a perception check in that case?
You having a bit of a squiz?
18.
That's 18.
Yeah, Azure, as you're sort of looking and watching, the stalactite above Mira shifts a little bit.
Oh,
Oh!
jeez.
You notice a single red eye open up, look down at Mira, and then close again. And nothing else happens.
It's creepy.
That's so creepy.
Ah!
Holy shit.
Oh, that's real nasty.
Are we? This one looks good.
No, it's gonna come back to bite me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I see any other stalactites that have eyeballs? Or what look
no.
like eyeballs?
Only this one. That's only this one. With your perception of 18, you sort of look around, and it's only because you just happened to move past at the right time. You saw this eye open, look down at Mira, blink a few times, and then very gently close.
Oh, dearie.
How big
Now
is
it's
it?
almost huge. It looks to be about 8 feet long, 8 feet tall, hanging from the ceiling.
Jeepers.
He's a big boy.
That's huge.
I'm just kind of like kneeling on the ground, looking at this egg, kind of like going through my notes and just thinking like, oh, have I seen this before? Oh, it kind of correlates to what I'm used to. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I'm going to just move over to Emeric and explain what I've seen, and just give him the heads up. There seems to be there seems to definitely be something above Mira that's not a stalactite.
What do you mean?
Well, it opened its eye.
What? You're telling me that a rock opened its eye?
It's definitely it's definitely watching what we're doing.
Oh, fuck me, Dad. Should we actually like bring her back here? Like, it's probably good to leave her over there, hey?
I don't quite know how to yell across the cabin without getting its attention. I'll go back up there. I'll ready a sunbolt if it looks like it opened its eye again, or if something else comes out of it.
I start whispering. I start going, psst, Mira.
Perception check for that.
You're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it.
I'll be nice. It's only like 15 feet away. I'd say that if you just do it in a whisper, you can psst her across the cabin.
So, have you recognized my whisper?
Yeah, turn around.
Don't.
Just don't.
Just look. Just walk back slowly, like nothing's wrong.
What?
Nothing is wrong.
Just trust. Just trust. Just walk back slowly, like nothing's wrong, like nothing's going on. Nice and slow.
Okay. she will start to move and keeping an eye on the dogs on the other side of the room.
I'm eyeballing the shit out of that. See, I don't know which one it is. I'm looking at the
say that if Azure
I would have
pointed
told
it
you
out.
which one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he pointed it out to you. I'd say that you're pretty confident which one it is.
so I sort of look at Azure and I just sort of whisper, keep an eye out, and I'll keep an eye out as well.
I will start to
I'll ready a sunbolt if I
move back slowly.
make any offensive move towards Mira.
Yep.
I'll let my sunbolt fly.
Beautiful. Wiltix, while all of this is going on, what are you doing? So you're going to try and move this thing continually into the corner, correct? Your death dog.
Yeah, I was trying to keep moving the death dog away from the guard dogs, just so that way they're not actually ever touching it.
At about the time Mira is investigating this egg, the two guard drakes move up very, very close and begin sniffing at it. One of the drakes turns and looks up at you, moves forward to the base of the cliff, and begins sniffing at you curiously. Still wary. Ears are sort of flat against the body, the tail is down. But it doesn't seem too aggressive right at this point. It's sort of more curious than aggressive.
Okay. So I'd be able to recognise that it's not actually a violent creature at the moment, would I?
Do you want to make me an animal handling check or an insight check? I'll let you pick.
Look, they're both +1. Let's go animal handling. That's an 8.
You're not 100% sure. As you look at these things and their behaviour, the fact that it's so dragon-like throws you a little bit, and you haven't really interacted with many dragon creatures or dragonkin before, and your knowledge of what their body language is like is sort of a little bit too new and a little bit too foreign. You're not sure if they're aggressive or protective or... Yeah, not 100% sure at this point.
Okay.
But at this point, this one here starts pouring at Death Dog. You do have a moment to try and move Death Dog if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll move him.
Move it around the egg. Just keep moving around the egg and back into the center of the room.
As Death Dog goes past the egg, this guard drake snarls angrily and gets down into a very protective, aggressive position.
Oh, can I put it over the top of the egg?
Oh my god.
It leaps and claws at Death Dog, trying to pull it off the egg, and very quickly realizes that there is no animal here. At this point, I am going to move us into initiative, just so that I can keep track of what's going on.
Okay.
Don't forget to roll for the Ocean. I always forget to roll for the Ocean.
22.
Rolled a 2.
Fortunate.
It's alright, I rolled a natural 1 for the drakes.
Oh, thank God.
I'll roll for this boy just in case.
I don't like it.
Okay. Hang on, who rolled for Death Dog?
I
Someone did.
I probably
Death
did.
Dog doesn't get an initiative. Nice try.
Is it the same? It's the same as Wiltix.
Wiltix, what's your dexterity?
My dexterity
+3.
is... Yeah, +3.
And Azure, what's yours?
+4.
+2.
Really?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, sorry, that's perception. Wait, I can't see his initiative actually.
Yeah, my
Oh, no,
dex is
okay,
+2.
it's +2.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I guess you went more wisdom. In that case, yeah, Wiltix, you are up first.
No, it won't.
What do you
It doesn't let you put any more than 15 when you start.
No, it does.
Yeah, but with racial bonuses.
I definitely tried. No, it's I think
Oh,
racial bonus is
okay.
wisdom.
It's racial bonuses, yeah. No, that's okay, because when you guys get level 5, you can put another thing into there. Absolutely.
Nice.
Alrighty. Looks like it's up to you, Wiltix. You're first off the bat.
Look, so the Drake in front of me is not attacking or anything like that. Has it changed its attitude towards me?
At this point, this one's focused on you. It hasn't even noticed what's happening behind here. As this Drake snarls and leaps forward, it's sort of as this happens, you're reacting first. This Drake will then react at the end of that to the snarl.
Okay. Did it break the egg by chance?
No, it did not. I rolled for that.
I was partially hoping that it would sound terrible to say, but partially hoping it was going to break the egg and attract this other big creature to it. Cool. All right. Well, I'd probably have Death Dog side here, see if the Drake's going to go for that. Then I'd probably get... How high is the ledge that I'm next to with the Drake? Do I think it would be able to jump or climb up to get me from there?
Yeah, so the ledge itself is, let me just quickly see, 15 feet. So it's going to be a bit of a climb for it to try and get up there too, but you don't think it's impossible.
Okay,
Let me put it that way.
It'd pretty much be its whole movement, essentially, is what I'd think from there to get up.
Could be.
Could be,
Could be.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, just move back.
I'll move back a touch there.
Just knock out of there.
Yep, and I'm going to... I'm not going to attack just yet, because I don't want to, evoke another attack on me or onto Mira, who I know is down in the middle of this ditch. But I'll hold my action in case the one of the two creatures, well, any of the creatures really, comes up and comes towards, the drakes, really. Yeah, if they go to attack anyone.
Yep. So if they go to attack anyone, you will fire a crossbow?
Yeah.
Cool. Azure, did you want to keep your held action from before regarding the stalactite? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you'll fire off a sunbolt if this naughty boy decides to attack Mira.
Yeah, correct.
Sweet as. The stalactite's turn. Mira, your turn.
Oh,
Oh,
what did it do? What did it do?
What did it do, guys?
Mira will do what she was told to do and just stealth back quietly as she can. I forgot to ask, are we doing with movement? Can we go 5 diagonally?
Yeah,
Or-
that's fine with me.
Cool. Fine.
Oh, look at your dog, Simon.
This is the real death dog.
what a cutie.
Oh, it's a threatening death dog.
Oh, definitely. She knows that it's her dinner time, so...
Mira, just before you get to there, I'm just going to stop you right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I could slip past with the
No.
dog distracting.
Now, as you reach that point, you feel a tentacle touch your shoulder, a sort of a pressure on your shoulder. And as you turn round, this long tentacle has descended from this stalactite, and it just taps you gently on the shoulder 3 times. And as you look up, this eye opens, followed by a mouth, as 6 more tentacles open up from this thing. And as it looks down towards you, you hear a voice. Oh, hello there. Going so soon?
It speaks.
Oh,
It's-
that's so much worse.
You're going so soon? Don't want to hang around? Just, does that change your movement at all, Mira? It hasn't grabbed you, it's just tapped you on the shoulder 3 times.
Oh, wow.
You ran away?
Oh, you're running.
Oh, sorry, love. That's alright, come back. You can move yourself, that's fine.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
You're right behind Emeric. Anything else in your turn, Mira?
Oh wait, I'll hold an action. I'll hold a firebolt if one of the dogs starts to attack any one of my companions.
Alrighty. Leosin is going to move up to you, Mira, and squint into the darkness, looking at this thing. He's going to go make a nature check, see if he knows what it is. He does. That's a roper. How can it talk?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
It's intelligent. Ropers, they're creatures. They pretend to be stalactites and hang from the ceiling. I never expected to see one here. They're monsters. They're vicious, brutish creatures. But this one spoke to you.
Maybe we can find out what it's doing here.
I'm blown away by the fact it talks. He is then going to. There's one more thing he will add, because I figure I want to show you this picture, because this picture's fucking horrifying.
You're saying that picture's not horrifying?
I know.
Yeah, the small one's not. It's worth
There we go. That's what I want to show you.
Oh.
Boy.
Yummy. Yeah, so he says they're from the Underdark. They live deep below the earth. This is a weird location to find one here. And then he's going to ready an action too. He's going to ready a dart if the drakes run to attack you. Emeric, you're up next.
I'm going to set a foot down in here. What happens?
As you do so, the guard drakes immediately clock towards you and growl.
I put my hands out, and then I just sort of come back up. What do they do?
The pitch and frequency of the growl lowers slightly.
Okay, I've come back in.
Increases.
I come back out.
Okay, it lowers.
Hokey pokey.
All right. Cool.
So it's like that scene in How to Train Your Dragon where Hiccup gets too close to Tooth. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
I'm
very
gonna,
much as you sort of step in and out of the chamber.
I'm actually gonna do a spell, first level spell.
Ooh.
I have one spell slot left. I'm gonna do Shield of Faith.
Yep.
Actually, how long does that last for? Up to 10 minutes. I don't think. Yeah, we've passed that time because I did that last when we were fighting these people over here.
It's easy peasy.
So I'm just gonna put it up again. I'm gonna chuck out a question and say it out into the room.
Yep.
Mr. Roper, if you actually have a name, what are you doing here? If you can hear me, I'm very awkward about it.
Yeah, I think I'm happy for it to respond on this turn now. Like it can. Its action from before wasn't triggered, so I'm happy to use it this time. Oh yeah, just hanging out down here eating rotten meat. Yeah.
That doesn't sound very nice. Why do we sound similar?
Delicious. It's how you get the flavour.
Oh yeah, there's heaps of rotten flesh over this way, and I point over to where all the dead bodies are.
Oh, is that so? Can you make me a persuasion check, please, Jared?
Sure. I mean, yeah, okay. 11?
Bring us a sample. We might head over there and check it out later. Pretty full now, but getting a bit peckish later on, I'm sure. You lot don't want to hang around a bit more? If you hang around long enough, I might see what you taste like.
We still got a dialogue here. Can I keep talking?
Yeah, if you do now, you can use your action to do so, if you'd like to.
I mean, I cast a spell, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, we'll say there's a bonus action then to keep talking.
Alright, cool.
Why not?
I'll say to him...
Rule the call, this is fun. Let's do it.
Look, I'll go get you your sample soon, but what are you doing in this here cave that houses a bit of, dragon eggs?
Oh, these were my caves before this lot moved in. Just been eating lots of meat, stuff like that. Ate a kobold before. Bit lonely.
Do you know there's kobolds up on this ledge here?
Yeah, they've been feeding me.
Oh, is that what they're for?
Well, it's not what they're for, but that's what they've been doing, because I told them I'd eat them if they didn't.
So, you don't really care if we do anything with these eggs?
Nah, mate, not my problem.
Because I've literally got 20 nice, juicy corpses for you down the hallway.
Oh, mate, if you want to bring them in and stack them up for me, otherwise, bring me a sample, I'll head over there myself.
I look at Azure.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't look at Azure. I look at Wiltix.
This guy before, I swear to God.
I don't think Azure will do it. I look at Wiltix and get a quick sample.
Oh yeah, I've got no qualms with that. So.
Yeah, so if I asked you, because you wouldn't really care. Yeah. If I asked Azure, it would be like, for the love of the light, why would you ask such a thing of me?
I shall not carve this man's arm.
I have no qualms in throwing a kobold over, if that makes you feel.
He doesn't. I promised him 20 juicy corpses.
Well, wouldn't we get fetching the corpses in exchange for getting rid of our
drake friends
problem?
Well, do you want to say that?
I would want to say that. Yeah, no, I'd say that. My turn's next up. There's not a time.
Easy as, yeah. The drakes now seeing through this illusion. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will move up here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in a protective Actually, I'll move him there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I look-
In protective manner for the eggs, trying to keep you lot from the eggs.
With my keen intelligence, I think Emeric's realised that if he sets foot into this cavern, they'll attack him. If he doesn't, they won't.
Make me an intelligence check. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You tested it twice. You're pretty confident. Wiltix.
Yeah, I'll have a chat to good old buddy Emeric, who's playing the hokey pokey and trying to figure things out.
Yep.
Emeric, you want me to get the guard bodies or just these two dwarves in the other room?
Oh, good point. We've actually got like 22 bodies or something now. Look, just yeah, whatever. Like dwarf, guard, human, doesn't really matter. I don't think this character really cares too much.
Perfect. And
Just get a nice juicy arm or leg or something.
does he want? Does he want to
Dead
exchange?
bodies.
Do we want to exchange food for helping us get rid of our two guard dog problems?
As you say that, my little light flickers in my eyes, and like a little light bulb goes. Plan. Yeah, it's good that I thought it up.
I'll just give you a thumbs up, Emeric.
Thanks, Wiltix.
No problem. No problem. All right. Well,
Great plan, Emeric. Oh, always coming up with the best plans.
easy. Well, I'll leave that. I'll leave that with you to discuss with your big roper friend, and I'm going to head off into the other room to fetch me some dwarf.
Juicy arms. Arms and legs.
If I can dash my arm.
Yeah.
Juicy arms.
So 30's there, 35. Yeah, so you can get up, you can cut off one of the arms, and then you can probably make it back to here. Oh no, sorry, to be about here. So as you sort of rush up the stairs back into the previous room where the berserkers were, you run in, you just carve off a bit of arm. I'd say that that's a bonus action to just carve off a bit of an arm, and then you action dash back. It's a pretty, even a free action to carve off a bit of arm. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a free action. So you've still got your bonus action as well at this point.
Bonus action wise, I don't really have anything that I can do at the moment. I'm pretty tapped for all my stuff, so I can hold my bonus action of my minor illusion to distract someone if they try and attack me. That's about it.
Nice.
Sounds good to me.
All I got.
Cool. At this point, I will move Death Dog off because as you've run away.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. Cool. Azure, do you want to do like a relay? Run up and grab this arm and then run back again.
Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll
What?
come over.
There's also kobolds right in front of you, just so you know.
What's that?
There are kobolds just right in front of you too.
Oh, I didn't
Just
know
the
that
corpses
that was
of-
Didn't we ask?
Look, he's been eating kobolds, and I think he might be getting sick of it. He wants something different to eat. So
my
we're
friend.
expanding his palate.
I'll pick up a kobold and like throw it as far as I can.
Okay, yeah. Can you make me a strength check? And make this an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah, 13.
Oh.
I'll probably move up to
5.
this one. That's probably more smart to throw the front one.
Yeah, I'd say if you step forward there, you can throw it 10, 15 feet. Lands there.
So
Oh, much obliged.
just an appetizer there, friend.
Yeah, sounds good, mate.
We have a proposition for you.
Yeah.
We can definitely bring you a feast. That
Oh,
will,
yeah?
But if you could take care of our friends there, that would be much obliged.
With help, we'll help you.
Oh, we'll definitely help. But if you could assist us in removing the guard dogs that they've set down there, we much appreciated.
Make me a persuasion check.
And it's not my turn. I'm just chucking in things, so I'm not going to impact at all.
I'd say that you've had some help from these guys as well. Like 3 of you have been communing. You've done some work.
Yeah.
I would say you've got advantage.
But I'm going to say,
Advantage?
I'm just going to say to him, extra meat.
It's 19.
Yeah. Oh yeah, seems fair.
Fuck yes.
It's his go. Let me just quickly pull open the stats
Oh my
for
god,
the
it's
Roper.
perfect. This is awesome.
Now, Ropers, for anyone who's not aware, are bad news.
Yeah.
So he
GTFO'd
is
out of
going
there.
to. Yeah.
I'm very happy we don't have to attack him right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm just going to leave the
definitely.
creepy
Right.
music on because there's not really battle music situation. he is going to fling out a tendril and try and capture and attack this guard drake here. Let's see how he does. I just want to make sure you guys can't see my rolls. No, good.
No, we can't.
No.
Good. Oh, that's a 16. That is going to hit.
Nice.
The target is grappled. The roper is now going to reel in. And then it's going to make another attack with the other tendril as well and see if it can reel that one in too. It's got multi-attack. And it's got 50 foot of reach with these tendrils.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Jeepers.
10 does not hit though. 10 does not hit, but it's got 2 more tendrils, so it's going to have another tendril attack at this guard drake. 20 hits. It's just going to reel these 2 in. 20 foot straight towards it. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. It gets them both in there, and it's going to attack one of them with a bite. It's going to attack the one to the north. Well, it's a 23 to hit, dealing 29 piercing damage.
Oh. I'm so happy we didn't attack it immediately.
So here's the situation. So the roper has 6 tendrils. It can make 4 attacks with the tendrils. So the guard drakes, which are looking towards you guys and are completely ignoring this roper, it flings out these tentacles, wrapping round the guard drakes, pulling them in, and it bites down heavily on one of them. With a yelping cry, the guard drake has part of its stomach torn open as the roper munches in. Yum, 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 yum.
You enjoying that? It's good, isn't it? Good feast.
Oh, fuck yes.
There's way more.
Bit chewy. As this thing's
Tell you right now,
whimpering
this
and
other stuff
crying.
is supple.
Yeah, you hear these like very canine whimpers. Mira.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are assholes.
Oh man, I don't want to fight this thing. Thank God we don't have to.
Mira will peek around and make a Constitution saving throw, I think.
It seems fair. Yeah, that seems fair.
That's so good.
Seems legitimate.
Because of seeing that. Yeah, that's a no. Well, I
Give
don't know,
that
is that a
woman
no?
inspiration.
That's a no. Would you like to vomit or faint or?
I think she'll just sit down, and
Yep.
you can see that her silver side just goes a pale green, and her red side just goes like a pale white. It's just like nausea and fainting.
That's what you see.
Gonna sit down for a minute, and she closes her eyes. And thinking about how close she got to that situation.
Oh yeah. Fuck
yeah,
you.
ropers can be bad news.
And that's my go.
Leosin is going to look towards these struggling, crying creatures, and he's going to go, I don't feel good about these things being eaten alive. This feels wrong. And he's going to fling a dart at one of them to try and put it out of its misery, the one that's been grappled.
That's fair.
I'll roll publicly for Leosin. 9 does not hit. He looks towards you, Azure. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be here doing. Emeric, your turn.
Look, so I'll do sort of more like, you know how like you're watching like a video and there's like a heavy hit on something and then you go ooh like that, like
Yep.
like I'm sort of like ooh, oh my, oh, like I'm sort of in shock, sort of like impressed, like I'm not exactly like loving it, like I'm not getting a hard on or anything, like
It's not the most attractive situation to be
it's
involved in.
definitely like it's like whoa, oh, like it's a bit like a shock value, like. But then I'm gonna come out. I said I would help him, so I'm gonna help him, just so they don't hurt him. 'Cause I like this fella.
The Roper.
Yeah,
He's got 93 hit points. Jared, you don't need to worry about him.
Well, look, I'm gonna attack. I did say I would help him, so I'm gonna stick to my word.
Yep.
Which one didn't get bitten?
The one towards the south. This one here, that's being held against the floor. As it's
Let me-
pinned down by these tendrils.
Let me give you a bit of a hand. Or I could say tentacle.
Oh
couldn't I?
yeah, all right then, mate. Sure.
Why do we sound so similar?
Don't know.
13 hit?
No, it doesn't hit. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I imagine with all the moving tendrils and everything, I'm sort of like trying to aim, so I'm not hitting him, and I just sort of come down and miss. I'm like, oh, you bastard. And then I'm just going to do another attack in the help. It's 12
Plus 5, 17. That hits.
I'm going to
roll me a
donk it on the
d4.
head.
1
plus
damage.
3, 4 damage.
Yeah, 4 damage as you donk it with the butt of your halberd. Anything else in your turn, Emeric?
How much should I move? I'm just going to sort of stand back a little bit.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
probably just move back over here. I'm like, oh, I'm just sort of still stand there. I'll move back here because just in case. I'm like, oh my god, whoa.
Okay. The guard drakes are going to attempt to try and escape by doing athletics checks. 18 is enough for the first one, so this one that's injured manages to wriggle free. And then the next one is a 20. They're both free, but they can't move away without invoking an opportunity attack. They're going to go for the creature that just attacked them and really went for them. They're going to go for a bite each. And then a tail attack each as well. So, 16 from the first one's not enough. 13's not enough. Wow. 23 is enough. 12 is not enough. So it's only going to be one attack. One of these tail whips hits this thing and deals 7 damage. The roper goes, it sort of slaps at the tentacles like, oh, naughty. Wiltix, you're up next, buddy.
Look, I've just gone and collected an arm, and I'm going to be running back in this way. I'll stop for a second.
Yep.
Take in the big chunk that is taken out of the lovely little drake creature that was, just being playful with my guard dog a second ago. And then I'm going to...
Things have escalated since you left the room.
It really has. And so, look, I'm glad that he's getting rid of the guard dog, but I'm now starting to think about self-preservation. So, I've got the arm. I'm going to go over to Mira. Now, Mira, I know that you're sitting down on the stairs at the moment.
She looks very sick.
Looks very sick. And I'm going to whisper to Mira. One, you're in the way, so I can't get down there to feed him. But
you can move past. Yeah, you can move past her.
No. Mira, I'm going to very, very quietly ask, do you have that poison from the room we just were in before?
Yes, I do.
You do. Should we add a little flavouring to his meats?
Oh.
Do I now? When I say that, I'm going to do. Will I do a history check or whatnot to know if this would be something that affects the roper?
I'd say it's more of a nature check. This one.
Nature check. Okay.
To know if it's going to be immune or susceptible to poison. Yeah, more of a nature check. 16. You think, much like most organic creatures, poisons are going to do some damage. Yep.
Okay.
But is it going to be enough to kill him?
You don't know.
And not kill us?
My train of thought, now this is out of game, my train of thought is that if we put the poison in the stomach or pour it into one of the guards, that we're going to feed him. Then,
okay, so later on.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're just giving him the arm as to start off with, because I'm only 3.5 foot tall, so I can only carry so much. But one of you guys might be able to pour some poison into a guard, throw it in to feed him, and I'm hoping that'll... And we got 2 vials of...
At a game, I think we just literally just take the dragon eggs and then just let him feast on all the flesh and then just book it.
Okay.
That's at a game, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I don't know if at the moment I trust if he's going to let us leave.
Yeah.
So I will say, Wiltix, with your nature check as well, looking at these poisons, you identify these as serpent venom. Specifically, and I'll post what they are in the chat here. So basically, serpent venom needs to be applied through an injury, not ingested. The poison must be harvested from a dead or incapacitated giant poisonous snake, which has already been done. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 11 con save. It takes 10 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
That's not much damage at all. This has like nearly 100
huge
points.
I thought it was much more than that, because it was, This is the ones from the,
And we have
the case from the previous room,
I mean, like, at a game, metagaming, we can't actually put it into a corpse.
That's fine. That's what I
injury.
Right, so it's more like something you put on arrow.
Yeah, so that particular mechanism had a special way to aerosol it.
Yeah.
And then breathing it in through the lungs was enough to cause the damage, but it was the way that it was aerosoled. This is a little bit different. The way that it's sort of been harvested in this raw form. If you could find a way to aerosol it, be a bit more potent, definitely.
Go get the chest from the other room.
It might not have lungs though.
Yeah. Look,
And then we're also in the firing line.
Look, I personally wouldn't do anything to this thing. It didn't actually attack Mira when it was right under Mira, or right over her.
Well,
And we don't have any health.
Yes, we have no
health. I think we just let it kill the Azure Drakes, it feeds on them. I think we then just go get a bunch of bodies for it and say, hey, look, this is like a few of the bodies, there's way more over there. We're going to take these dragon eggs and we're going to leave you alone to your feast.
Have a great day, guys. Bye. See ya.
That's my out of game plan, but obviously it's definitely going to change due to how we interact with their characters and what they would actually react to.
Yeah.
well, for what it's worth, I think Mira would kind of turn around, look up at you and go, I'm not getting any closer to that thing than we need to.
Okay.
I'm staying right here.
Yeah. I get that. All right. Well, look. For the moment, I wasn't going to be putting the poison on the arm anyway. It was to try and put inside one of the guards, which was my idea. So I'm just going to say, right, Mira. Now, I might take one of the vials from you in the meantime, because I've probably not decided yet what I'm doing. But I'll lob the arm that I picked up and throw it towards Ropey.
Make me because this is a small thing, it's just half of a dwarf's arm. Do you want to you can make an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice to throw it.
Yeah, definitely acrobatics.
I thought you might. 15, yeah.
15.
You lob it. It sort of lands on the ground near him. Oh, thanks, mate. I'll get to that one in a couple of days, I reckon.
Oh, okay.
Let it get really ripe like a nice cheese. Yeah, boy.
So he won't want to attack us. Yeah, boy.
Yep.
Nice choice.
Nice cheese, yeah. You know when it's runny on the inside, it's perfect.
Horrible centre. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think I can do much else. Easy. All right. Well, that's pretty much my turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Over to Azure. You guys weren't expecting this encounter tonight, were you?
No.
No.
So for those of you who've played the Tyranny of Dragons module, I haven't changed this. This is an actual thing in the Tyranny of Dragons module. All I've done is just make him Australian. That's it. That's all I've done.
Wait, does he actually talk in the module as well?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there is a. So I'll read out what the prompt was for me, just because a little bit of behind the scenes is sometimes fun. Mixed in among the stalactites near the southeast corner of the room is an unusual roper that can speak common. Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
It's currently full and curious about strangers, so it's not averse to talking. Its only real concern is food.
Awesome.
Food we've been giving them.
So this is a real thing in the Tyranny of Dragons module. I reckon most people probably skip over it, but I'm not. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, look, I can't lie.
You too can meet Bogan Roper in this
Tyranny of Dragons. He's called Boga. Yeah, his name's Boga. Bogan Roper.
Does he actually have a name?
I called him Boga, yeah.
Okay. I thought the Tyranny of Dragons module actually gave him a name, and I thought that was hilarious.
They don't name him. How? I know, unbelievable.
Why?
Azure, what are you doing?
My favourite character.
I think I'm going to try and put these poor guard drakes out of their misery.
Oh, they're already
alive.
Oh, the guard drakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast a radiant sunbolt at this guy.
Fire away.
Oh, geez, 7
Seven's
That's
not
not
quite enough.
hit.
Sorry. Yeah, not quite enough.
No,
As this radiant bolt of sun energy flies over the top, the roper sort of wrapping around this guard drake moves out of the way. Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't know you were going to do something ranged. What to do? I'm going to start moving towards the stair, and then maybe make a dash for the egg. Yeah, which one are you going to go for? I'm going to probably go for this one.
Yeah, do that.
You can move past Wiltix and Mira.
Look, actually, I might wait. I'm going to stand over here and wait.
So it's a 15. It's a 15-foot drop off the cliff, but you know that's not going to do a huge amount of damage to you if you drop down, and you could probably make a check to avoid taking any damage as you go down the side, if you wanted to.
Yeah. Now, look, I might wait out and see what happens after the Roper's next turn. But I will turn to Leosin and just say, look, I agree with you. We're not here for the selfless mass killing of innocents, but we need those eggs, and sadly, he is a means to an end.
Leosin will look to you. What is your plan for the eggs, brother?
Well, I think it's rather safe. Isn't it rather that it's probably better they're in our hands than in the cult's hands. I'm sure there's somewhere where I can take them. But my initial thought was maybe we take them to the Fae.
Maybe, yeah, you could be right.
If we get them cold enough, they might not hatch.
Yes, indeed. The Roper is going to make four more attacks with its tentacles. So tendril number 1, that's a 16. That's one of them grappled. Tendril number 2, that's an 11. That's a miss. Number 3, 15. There we go. So that's both of the guard drakes grappled. It doesn't have to pull them in because they're already there. It's just going to bite on down. The one it already bit, it's going to go again. No, that doesn't hit. 12 is not enough. As it tries to bite down, the guard drake swivels and its armored plates clang against the teeth of the Roper. Oh, ouch. Oh, gotta get for the belly, clearly. Mira, what are you going to do, Mira? No, he's not there. What are you going to do, Mira?
Whoa.
Langdadros is not there.
You definitely run back up if you wanted.
Going to run back up.
Yeah, he's moved past Wiltix. You just step over him.
Step over him.
Wiltix just ducks his hat out of the way. Okay, fair enough. All right.
But she's not going down the stairs again. So she will just looking sickened, but no, she will actually. She'll cast a frostbite on this one.
I'll make a Constitution save.
Yes,
it's a natural 20.
That's
wow.
Oh, jeez.
They've really...
Well, I'm pleased I'm using my natural 20s now. As you go to sort of pull this icy energy. Again, the guard drakes seem dedicated to this role of protecting these eggs, and it resists this force. Anything else on your turn, Mira?
She'll just sigh and say, well, I guess I'll give him a touchy barbecue then. And she'll roll up the sleeves on her red arm.
Okay, in preparation for next round?
Yep.
Okay, Hitachi barbecue. Leosin's going to throw another dart. Leosin's, I think he's at the point now where he just wants this to be over. He's feeling really sorry for these creatures. 20's going to hit 7 piercing damage. And then he is going to... If you say we need these eggs, then I shall assist. And he is going to jump down here, and he uses his astral arms to help slow his fall. So that's 5, 10. As he drops down, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 as he moves towards the egg at the back. Emeric, your turn.
I'm going to come through past Leos and say, I don't know, I'm just going to get one of the eggs. I'm going to get this one down here. I'm going to point down here close to the Roper. So I'm just going to suggest picking up this one, because it seems that's what he's doing.
I can do, Emeric.
25, 30. It puts me there, so I can't reach it right now. So I'm going to use my attack on this one just to sort of help the big Roper boy out, because I like him. He's got a bit of charm to him.
Is it because he reminds you of you?
Actually. It's plus 5, so it goes to 6.
So no, doesn't hit.
No. I will...
As you sort of swing out, the Roper picks this guard drake up off the ground. Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't know you were going for that one.
That's all right. That's all right. Do another one.
I've just heard how similar those voices are.
Yeah, I
sorry.
know.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, mate. It's all good. And I
no worries, bro.
I continue on. I'm just going to beeline to this egg.
14 for the next attack is just enough.
Oh, no, it's already plus 5.
Oh, it's already plus it. Sorry, you're
I
right.
did a
Yes,
halberd
it doesn't
attack.
hit. Nine
So I
doesn't
missed
hit.
both.
Yeah,
So let's say he
That's
picks
okay,
it up,
yeah.
and I just sort of did a flurry and I missed.
yeah. Alrighty, the guard drakes. I think they're just going to try and attack him because they tried to escape and it didn't work well for them last time. They're going to make a bite and a tail attack against him.
That's what I would do if I was them.
Wow. So 18 doesn't hit, but the 22, the 22, and the 23 all do. Whoa.
What's his
I'm
armor
getting-
class?
I'm getting
18
all
doesn't
of my
hit?
high rolls out. His armor class, the roper,
Yeah, it's.
20.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that could have been pretty bad.
Mm.
Oh, the roper's taken a bit of damage. These things they're not, like, it's small amounts each time, but they're starting to add up as
Oh, I think-
one of his tentacles gets bitten off by this guard drake. He's like, oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Now they're going to try and escape. I'll make using their movement, I'll make an athletics check. That's a fail. That's a fail. It's a nat 1 on the second one.
Wow, they're not moving at all.
They're not moving at all. Wiltix, you're up, buddy.
Oh, look, I've seen Leosin and Emeric run down to try and get the 2 eggs and seen the other one to the side. I'm partially questioning if I should go get it. But I'm also almost dead.
Look, whoever it is, I think Azure and Wiltix both aren't looking crash hot.
It's the age-old question: to be or not to be, to go and steal a dragon egg or not to go and steal a dragon.
Feel any better?
At 1 HP.
That egg will be further away from. That's why I'm going to the closest one to the roper and the combat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How close can I get to it, Owen, if I dash?
You can move 60 feet, I believe.
Yeah,
what's your
60
movement speed
feet.
normally? 30?
25, I think so, yeah? Yeah.
Let's have a quick peek. Yeah, it probably would be 30. Unless gnomes get like 25 feet, which would be pretty harsh.
Ooh.
Yeah, 25 feet, sorry, it is. It's
I
like
do get
25 feet,
25
so 50 is
So
your
would that
max.
get me there, roughly?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can get to here.
Hey.
See right at the egg.
So you're at the egg.
I think the egg's
Um,
bigger than you are, though.
Yeah, it's 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And it weighs,
Oh, sorry.
and as you look at it,
I
you
should've
think it
said
probably weighs quite a bit. You think it probably weighs as much as you, if not more than you.
Look, you can give it a go.
Yeah, can I try picking it up?
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Oh, to
yeah.
come and help you.
True.
Don't roll an at 1.
Because
16.
16?
So as you go to lift this thing, you don't think you're going to be able to move with this thing. It's so heavy, unless someone helps you. But you're able to put it back down again before it takes any damage. This thing is so heavy. You reckon it's about 150 pounds.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
what's
well,
that? I don't know what that is in
turn
kilos. Let
around
me
to
quickly
Azure and
convert it.
say, do you want to give me a hand?
Yes, I'll.
So that's 70 kilos. Yeah, that's pretty decent for a little gnome.
Yeah,
Like, that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty decent for a human.
That's like only like a little bit less than what I weigh. That's like 10 kilos less than me. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. It's because I've got nothing. No fat, no bones. I just sort of cut them out. Don't need them. Bones has been an issue. Turns out you do need bones. Azure, yeah, so you dash over. With Azure helping Wiltix, you can now both lift this between the two of you. So, what would you like to do, Azure? You've got it lifted up with Wiltix. So, in my head, like, Wiltix is balancing underneath this thing, and Azure's on top, like, holding it.
And I'm like
between the
holding
two
it
of
on my
you.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what would you like to do now that you've reached it and picked it up?
Yeah, let's try and carry it back to like up the stairs.
Yeah, so you're going to be moving at half movement speed while transporting this thing. It's heavy. Very heavy.
Yeah. So I can get 20 feet. It's like 5, 10, 15, 20. So probably can get to like
So yeah,
here.
action dash. Yeah, perfect. So I'll say that you... Yeah, what I'll do is I'll say that you guys move as a unit, and Wiltix, that's your movement for the next turn as well. I'll just combine that together.
That's fair. Just combine them together.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah. The roper, he's already got them all roped up. He's just gonna go for the bites. Oh no, that's a natural 20 as he deals.
That's good. What are you saying oh no for? That's good.
Oh, just because it's just brutal.
Oh yeah, this is going to be crazy, actually, isn't it?
So this one is gone.
It's just dead.
As he deals.
How much?
Oh my god! Yeah, like 52 damage. As he just bites, he just literally clamps down on the spine and bites, and the thing just falls in half as he crushes the spine. And it just drops to the floor. He goes, "Yeah, that was pretty good, mate." Mira.
Holy shit.
Actually, sorry, he then uses his tentacles to grab the kobold next to you, Mira, pull it closer. The one up here pulls it closer, and the one over here he pulls down as well. Excuse me,
Mira.
mate, just gonna reach over those, don't mind me.
She runs away. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Do you,
25, 30.
Claire, would you like to make me a charisma saving throw as a sanity check?
Oh, what? No, I would not. Why is that a thing?
You've run off though, terrified.
Just like you to make me a quick sanity check, so it's a charisma saving throw,
sanity
please.
checks are going to be in this. No. I love the old sanity check though. 12?
So you are scared.
Yeah.
You are frightened for 1 round of this thing. So you've used your movement to move away. That's the only effect.
I'll dash.
Okay.
5, 10,
go.
15, 20.
Mira's out.
You're gonna leave all of us behind.
Yeah, but you know what? Fair enough. Like, can you imagine this thing like reaching down, tapping you on the shoulder, being like, "Hi there, mate. How you doing?"
Oh,
Mira's had
Do you wanna-
every pub ever except time.
Do you want to hang around here, wait till you die, and then I'll wait for you to rot before consuming your body? Is that the experience you get in pubs?
Almost, sometimes.
In Lithgow, maybe. Sorry, Lithgowians, we love you.
No, we love Lithgow.
We love Lithgowians.
Mira will go and she's going to go and get some more food for this thing. Anything, like a literal meat shield. That's what she's looking for right now.
Okay.
It's like, not me,
there's
not me.
2 dwarven
body,
bodies in the
take it.
room.
Yep. Yep.
Somebody wants... Alright, Leosin. He's going to move 5, 10. Pick up the egg. He's going to make a quick athletics check because he's not a super strong boy either. Where are we? Athletics. Uh-oh. I'm going to roll a percentile dice to see if Leosin breaks the egg. Here we go. Leosin is lucky. 40% chance to break the egg. The egg is okay. So yeah, 0 to 40 was the egg does not break. 41 to 100 was the egg shatters.
Oh my god.
As Leosin manages to fumble the egg back into the nest. This thing's a lot heavier than I was expecting. Emeric, it's your turn.
I'd look at me like, just be careful.
They're really heavy. They're like 70 kilos.
Alright, so I go to walk up and pick it up. I have 16 strength, plus 3 modifier. Do I need to roll?
Make me an athletics check, yep. But your threshold's a lot lower than these guys.
I mean, like,
10. Even with your strength, you are struggling. This thing is very, very heavy. You think that it's going to be very hard to move with this thing unless you get help from someone.
Okay.
Leosin, seeing as he only just took his turn, he'll look over to you and go, "Would you like a hand with that one?"
I'm pretty stubborn. I'll just sort of, nah, it's alright, I got it. You try your best with that one, alright? I'm stubborn.
I don't think I can physically do this. Alrighty,
I come back.
The guard drakes. Yeah.
I come back over here and I just...
Okay.
He's sort of struggling with it, and I just give him my strength and we start moving as a unit.
So the two of you working together, you're fine to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cool. The guard drakes are going to, seeing you guys taking the eggs, are going to try and escape. That's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
22.
There's only one there.
There's only one. It's a
Yeah.
natural 1. Sorry, I rolled twice uselessly. No, it's stuck in there. It's going to make an attack against... It's going to bite the roper. 10 doesn't hit. Tail attack. 7 doesn't hit. My rolls are gone. That's it. I used them all up.
Admittedly, like,
stuck in here
20
just
is hard to
writhing.
get over.
The DC to escape's only 15. It's not too bad.
I mean, like, to
but
hit him. Like, he's
the
AC
armor class,
20.
it's nuts. Wiltix, you're up. If you guys want to move, so you guys have already moved as a unit, I'm happy to combine your turns to move your dash. So that's 50 feet for you, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can get to here. All the way up and around.
Yay, hello. Nice.
So that's you two moving together, dashing with the egg. So that's both of your turns. Is there anything else you want to do as a bonus action, Wiltix?
Not really. No, that's pretty
And
much
then
it.
Azure, was there anything you'd like to do as your bonus action?
Not yet. No.
The roper is going to bite. Oh, it's all over. I rolled another nat 20.
Oh my god.
So that's my damage is pretty low, to be honest. Although the problem is I've just realized that Roll20 is not using my method, which is to max the dice. So just quickly, so it's going to be that plus 58 damage as he just carves this thing in half. He just consumes this thing. He just bites the head off and the body drops to the floor. And you see a bit of pink come out the side of his mouth. That's the brain tissue, and he sort of slips it back up and licks it.
Beautiful.
Mate.
Love the image.
That was pretty fucking delicious. I'm actually going to take you guys out of initiative at this point. Because the guard drakes, the only danger was if you guys tried to take the eggs and the guard drakes managed to get free and attack you. The roper, you've given him more than enough reason not to harm you. So, well done. I'm going to put the creepy music back on. But yeah, you're out of initiative. I'm assuming Leosin and Emeric, you guys move the egg up to here with these guys.
Yeah, I reckon we'll just put it there for now, and then I'll say to Leosin, hey, let's just leave it here, and I reckon we go just quickly get this one, and then book it back up here.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely.
So follow me, just stay behind me. I seem to have built a bit of a... we'll just, As I walk past, I give the guy a big, thumbs up and a bit of a wink. I'm like, I hope you're enjoying it, friend.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting a bit of mold growing on these things. And as you watch his tentacles reach up towards the cave wall where there's a patch of mold, and he's sort of wiping his tentacle on it and then wiping it across the bodies of the kobolds and the guard drakes. Yeah, it's a bit of seasoning.
Oh, a bit of garnish. Oh, you're a bit of a chef yourself, hey?
Oh, look, I don't like to brag, but yeah. I mean, if you want to taste the true multitudinal flavor explosion that is rotten meat, I am your man.
Well, look, I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
Or I'm your roper.
I can definitely not, take you away from this feast you're about to have, my friend. What's your name there, bud?
Oh, my name's Broper.
Oh, lovely to meet you. I'm Emeric.
It's nice to meet you, Emeric. Do you want a bit of rotten meat?
Look, it's not really part of my, it's not really on my palate. I like to eat things that aren't so rotten.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, if you happen to die down here, can you get one of your mates to drop you off in the cavern for me?
Oh, look, no problem. I will. I'll do that. All right, if I die, but I highly doubt that will happen.
Oh, a lot of people get really offended when I ask that question. Oh, you cheeky bugger.
Look.
No, you! Oh, stop it! No, you!
People always get offended when I ask if I can have their bodies after they die.
Oh, I don't
just
really
polite.
give a fuck. I'll be dead, won't I? I don't want it to go to the fucking gods. But look.
Oh, I've always wondered what soul tastes like.
That's an interesting question.
Anyway, I'll say to him though, now look, once you're all done with this stuff, make all this nice and seasoned. But over this way, my friend, there's even more body parts for you. How's that sound?
Oh, back up the tunnel you came through.
Oh, I'm covered in blood. But by the way, I'm still probably literally look at me. I cleave my way through.
One of his tentacles.
Oh.
One of his tentacles reaches out the 50 feet and starts wiping down your clothes, if you allow it.
I go, I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit.
And then he brings it back and just licks across the length of the tentacle. Oh, dwarf blood. Haven't tasted dwarf in a while.
There's a bit of human. There's a lot mixed up.
Oh, that's what that was.
Look, I think I don't really want to brag, but I think we cleaved through at least 20 people.
Oh, I'm gonna have a bit of a feast down here. So, are you telling me the caverns are mine again?
100%. These are your caverns now, friend. So we're gonna make our way with these eggs, and then we'll leave you be to your feast.
Fantastic. Look, if you come across any people, can you just send them in here for me?
You know what? I'll just either chuck their dead bodies at the front, just into the cave, or I'll just set
I
them
don't
down
like
here
sunlight
saying
very
there's-
much.
Oh no, I'll throw them into the cave. I won't throw them out.
Oh, perfect.
I won't leave them at the cave. But if I see anyone that I don't like, I'll say there's treasure in these here caves, and they can come on down. Won't say anything about you, and you can pick them off. If I don't like them, if I like
All
them,
right,
then I won't
perfect.
send them this way.
Oh, could you though?
Oh, look, if they're enough of a then I will. All right.
All right, great. Fantastic, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Sorry for all those streamers out there, the little Twitch people. I don't know if that word's appropriate, but it's definitely come out now.
Well,
I think they know that we are from Australia now.
Yeah.
I'll beep it. I'll beep it for the podcast and for YouTube, but not much I can do for the stream.
Well, regardless,
all right.
we're gonna adios, my friend.
Mira, what are you doing while this is going on?
She is peeking around the side and waiting, but she is looking at these eggs with some trepidation as she looks at the stairs, looks at the eggs, looks at the stairs, looks at the eggs, and goes, is there any reason that we're taking all of them?
Well,
Three's better than one.
I thought we could discuss this further on.
Yeah, let's just take
Get
them
them
all
up
for
the
now.
stairs. How are we going to get them up the stairs?
Look, well, there's 5 of us, one at a time. We could do this.
The treasure chest that we had in the other room, how big was it, Owen? Would we fit an egg or two in there?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me have a quick look. It doesn't say, which means it's up to me. I'm going to say that the chest would be big enough to hold 2 of the eggs.
Oh wow!
If
Okay.
you so desired.
So, Emeric, you're our strongest team member,
It was
right?
holding a bit of stuff. I just read through what it was holding. There was a fair bit of stuff in that chest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Would we be able to put 2 eggs in the chest, and then I don't know,
I can make
4 of us?
I can make a sled. I'll get my water skin out and then just like
Oh my
make a little ice slide on the
Perfect.
stairs.
Very nice.
Yeah, the other
Shape
option I
water,
thought was we
best
could use the
cantrip.
halberd
Shape
on
water!
the side and carry it for.
Wait, what about this? What about this? We'll put the 2 eggs in the chest. A few of us will carry that. Mira, do you reckon you could use your spell there to... Wait, you're going to make an actual sled to put one of them on? Then we can sled it out of here. Is that what you're saying?
I think she means like a path that we can push.
Because I actually think we can make a sled, put it on there, put a rope around the egg, and we can use that sled that she's shape watered and actually use it as like a bag with wheels.
I'm just going to quickly have a look at shape water, but I know that this cantrip is
Okay.
well known for being completely abusable.
Look,
for
I have
this
no
sort of
idea
stuff.
how. I've never used
I
it.
just-
so-
Water. Just
5 foot cube, as long as it's within a 5 foot cube. Yep, you guys are fine to do this.
Yes.
You can choose
What
an
do you
area of
reckon,
water that you can see within range and fits within a 5 foot cube. So you can't create the water, so you're going to have to find water. And you have to get enough water to make the sled.
That's
I draw
true.
the water from the humidity of the cave. Oh, can I make a blood?
Oh my god.
Blood
Oh,
water.
Wow,
God,
that's
no, you can't blood bend.
That's real
You can't
dark.
blood bend. There's no blood bending.
No blood bending, no,
and
that's true.
Remember as well with the shape water that you can do one of the things at a time. So you can move it into a shape and then freeze it. So what I'd say is if you wanted to make a sled, you'd probably have to dig the shape out in a mold, pour the water in, then freeze it, just pull it out.
Okay.
I think what would be easier is if I just filled up my canteen and just put the water on the surface that we're going over and make it slidey. So it doesn't. You don't need treads. You don't need wheels. You just
Because you can literally just freeze the water.
freeze the water.
Have a 5 foot square. They move it across. As it gets to the end, you unfreeze it, move it, and then freeze it again with the
that's what
cantrip.
I'm thinking.
That's absolutely fine in my books and classic shape water abuse.
Fantastic. Everyone here. I'm Bigfoot, big 6'4" bloke with 3+ modifier. If I had someone prop it up on my back and then use ropes to tie it in place, could I just have it on my back?
Well,
You could have one of the eggs on your back.
away.
Yeah,
I was going to.
you could have one of the eggs on your back.
Could Leos and Azure and Mira push the 2 eggs between them, and then I'm going to assume I'm the weakest one. I could help prop it up on your back.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Azure.
Absolutely. I think with
Leosin and I could carry the chest, and then Emeric can carry the other one.
That's what I
so the
was
chest
thinking.
is going to have 2 eggs in it. That's going to be very hard
It's
for
very
you to
heavy.
carry.
That's why I thought
Very
the
heavy.
3 taller people could carry the 2 eggs, and then Emeric and I could take the other single egg.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So if you put them in the chest and then have Mira do her shape water thing where you're moving it, so it's like how people move logs and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
So
Like,
you guys could do that.
Moving a ship across.
Yeah, exactly. With the
portage.
logs.
Yeah, that's it.
Portage. Yeah.
And then I can prop it up on my back, have it tied in place with ropes, and then I can have Wiltix propping it up as well.
That's it.
Behind.
Well, I think that's a very good place to take a quick 5-minute wee break. Because we've been
Alright,
going for an hour and a half already, believe it or not.
Well, there you go.
I know, time flies when you're talking to crazy Queensland ropers. I should have called him a Queensland roper because a Queensland groper is the fish. Too late now. I'm only funny in hindsight. So we will see you guys again in 5 minutes. We're going to take a quick 5-minute wee break. We will be right back. Tea time.